per se. Yeah, it was more like an initiative from Shell. So it was supposed to be a continuous process, but obviously the Nigerian factor project. To the best of my knowledge, I think it's continued because the professor that was in charge of that project, which is Professor Ibadode, the professor I hold to a very high esteem. It's someone that is like he's a leader, and he was the person that started that project in Winnipeg. Immediately he left, I think he was uh, invited to be VC of Federal University of Petroleum and Fupri. So that project didn't survive again in University of Benin, to the best of my knowledge. Yeah. So, but I think it was revived again in Fupri, where they included some students again that to go through that same process. But for the Niniven chapter, I think after our set, like you said, after us, the project, I don't know, like the project did not really move forward to the best of my knowledge. Yeah. So after we graduated, we had to move on because we had a lot of expectations that was not met due to some Nigerian factors. So I don't really have full what's it called knowledge why it was like that. But most of us actually moved on and then pursued our individual careers. But overall, I would say I'm really grateful for that project because it's one of the things that has really shaped my life. If you ask me, I think I gained 100% what that project was supposed to do is enable you to develop your technical ability, your technical skill, as well as giving you that first lift that is needed for you to be able to thrive in the labor market. So that's it.
That's a nice one. Thank you so much, man. So after that, you branched into becoming a mechanical engineer. You went to set up an automobile repairing of cars and the likes. Now, what inspired that? What inspired that?
Okay.
Because when you were with the 2K, you were functioning as an electronic engineer, right?
Yeah.
Now, after your university and NYC, now you moved into mechanical. So, what inspired that transition?
Okay, so first of all, it wasn't really like a mechanical part that I ventured into. So it was automotive electrician, let me put it that way, or you can call them auto mechanics. I think it still came from that initial stuff I still do initially. Yeah, I have this flair to be different. I look at so first of all, I really want to like look for a sector where I can be able to set up myself in the sense that like being an entrepreneur, yeah. And I want to be able to actually set up this particular venture in the sector that I have flair for, yeah, which is we have to do with electrical, electronics stuff, yeah. And by chance, I was fortunate to be among that worked on an innovative vehicle. So I was introduced to the world of cars during that Shell Mountain project. So because of those combinations, I felt that I had that flair to like I was curious to like go into this particular sector to see if I can be able to set up myself from this sector. So what do I mean? So immediately after my what's it called university stuff, I ventured into some various stuff. But the first sector I ventured into was telecoms. Yeah, so I was, although not, I wasn't like an electrical engineer then in the telecom sector. I was more like an AutoCAD engineer, where I used that skill I learned from one of the skills I picked in my marathon period. So I was working as an AutoCAD engineer where I design site layouts where they do this master and everything. Yeah. But I was doing that. I did that for like then during my NYC, I was serving actually that period and I got that job. And I discovered that I have that skill. I did it effortlessly, but that satisfaction was not there. So I wasn't gaining any form of satisfaction in that job because it wasn't really part of what I wanted to do. Like it wasn't it's just a skill I picked up along the line as I was moving my journey to where I want to be. Yeah. So I wanted I wanted to be more involved